Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well, and today, my friends, we're back with a live showdown here between the Skaven and the human dwarves, aka Cathay, which should be quite interesting. So this is kind of a fun matchup. Now, against the dwarves, in my experience in domination and land battles, the Skaven have pretty much absolutely crushed them. Especially in domination, it's even worse, actually, for the dwarves in my experience, because dwarves, they go for an extended point, some death runners show up, JEZZAILs and mortars, of course, are very good when you include terrain, well, more specifically mortars, so it's harder, but in the Cathay matchup, I've actually found that Cathay with Peasant Horsemen and Jade Lancers and some flying units, of course you have Longbow Riders to dive things if you want to, you have really good magic to nuke positions. It's a very, very different situation because Cathay can go with the Lore of Yang and actually just get tons of value with those Dragon Breaths and just constantly clear you off. They also have units that cause terror, if I'm not mistaken, via the Terracotta Sentinel, so it's a different beast for sure, and they also have JEZZAILs of their own, so I kind of wanted to see if he would go with JEZZAILs here, so Frontline's going to be Skaven Slaves. We do have the Halberd Warriors because they bring armor piercing against the Cathay Infantry and also can fight off the Cav and monsters. And yeah, they just sound cool. Stormworm and Halberds, what's not to love? We have a Gracier with the Bell, and he's got the Warp Storm Scroll to slow down flyers. We do also have the dreaded 13th spell, JEZZAILs in the back. And the high ground's going to be focused by some Clan Rat Spears and some Ogres to go secure that. I think that combo is going to be tough for Cathay. And if he does overload it, I can summon in some of my Vanguard, which is Death Runners, Guando Rats, Wolf Rats with armor piercing. And as far as our base goes, it's just a bunch of random rats. But we do have mortars in reserve. I wanted to clear out his JEZZAILs before I decided to go with like my own, mortars. So let's get this party started. Let's move up. He actually has the dreaded cannons. Interesting. So let's get into the trees. We're going to want to move these JEZZAILs up a little bit. So let's just kind of creep them up this way. How many cannons do we see here? Interesting. A couple cannons. All right, let's waddle up here for you guys and see what he's going to be shooting. Yeah, going after my lord right away. So we just need to get into the trees. And instantly, you could just see 500 value, just deep. I'm like, oh god, this is going to be interesting. All right, let's get the Clan Rats up there. We got the JEZZAILs moving up. So the JEZZAILs are going to creep and just snipe his cannons. That's kind of the game plan. And we can shoot any number of other targets. We could also ignore the cannons. Jade Warrior crossbows. We got more Jade Warrior crossbows here. Ooh, there's just so many choices. All right, let's just start focusing them and hope that we're going to be okay against that cannon fire, which of course is going to be quite nasty to say the least. So I think some Death Runners over on the side point could be good. So let's get those guys creeping up here to see if we can sneak them around. Now we can kind of bring the character out. Let's get the Halberds here against these guys, pull you guys back. And these other Halberds can head this direction. It looks like it's going to be a Dragon-Blooded Lord. All fun, all fun. So some of the units are taking a lot of damage. We want to get the dreaded 13th spell. And I think we're going to need some more Ogres, most likely. So Rat Ogres did get a cost decrease. I think they... Did I bring any? Yeah, I did bring some in reserve. Okay, that's right. So it's not going to do too much, I don't think. It looks like it's the... Well, let's see. I actually don't know what kind of damage it's going to do against those type of units. So as far as other options go, let's just get whatever we can. Focus these Jade Warriors. Halberds can move up here. Let's get the Rats over here. Death Runners can kind of creep back this way. And now we can move up and use the dreaded 13th spell on these guys. So objectives, objectives, objectives. He might be able to outvalue me, which is classic Cathay, but I need to make sure that I get my my rat paws on the objectives here. So we got Skaven Slaves, Halberd boys. Let's get you guys running. Try and creep some view around, pull you guys up and under here. And now we need to get the dreaded 13th spell if we can on these guys. And you can see he's trying to creep around the back here, but we should have a pretty good stranglehold on that high ground. And dreaded 13th has really, really far range. Yeah, it's real far. So we're going to kind of creep up and see what kind of value we can get. So Death Runners, let's get them around the back. You guys just sit on the point. Ogres on the back, a little bit slow in the draw there, but it's okay. We should be able to get them here, especially with the armor-piercing rats. These guys tear apart Cav, especially like Cathay-type Cav. All right, so dreaded 13th, let's get that here, like so. This is very, very risky, but it looks like it's going to go off, and good. So that will shut down that cannon, and then we get you guys to just drop some summons here. You guys get on top of this, and let's pull the Gracier back, pop the Unholy Clamor. And now we do have the objectives, and we have the objectives here. Death Runners need to creep in right there if possible. Great. So if we could just get the triple cap on Cathay and hold it long enough, I'm going to be feeling pretty good. And yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get the high ground very easily. Let's get the Ogres to just intercept those Jade Lancers for now. Perfect. So we got some points. Those guys did get bunker busted. As far as dealing with this character goes, let's just get some Wolf Rats on it and keep these Ogres like nearby. Yeah, Wolf Rats should trade well into the Ogres. The dreaded 13th, chasing the cannon crew. We got the Death Runners on the side. Let's just go ahead and swarm these guys up. And yeah, he's getting a little bit crazy over here. So let's get you. And do we have any more Death Runners? We do. I feel like Death Runners are just going to be really, really good in this matchup. All right, so Ogres on the standby. We have more summons, so let's get the Vermintide summons behind them if we can. Ogres are winning their trade against Jade Lancers. And yeah, he's obviously going to be valuing us because of the what's it called? Those damn... how are we doing here? Are we getting these guys? Could sandwich these Jade Warriors a little bit. Let's fight on the point here. Let's get the Bell engaging. And the dreaded 13th spell has effectively shut those guys down. And the Death Runners are doing good. We're going to try and like sneak some of these rats like deep into his lines and see how they go. But yeah, we're up on points, but he's going to keep value trading us, and it's going to be nasty for sure. Let's finish off the bows if we can. Grey Seer is here. He doesn't have any tricks. We have a Scorch. Let's do that right down the line there. See how that goes. Death Runners just push up, and just keep going. Get you guys back on the point. And yeah, we need to creep into that missile line if we can. So let's just go ahead and pop the little like Haggard smoke bombs here. And do we have any rats we could sneak by? Wolf rats, yes please. Let's get you guys like up and around the side here. And yes, we're trying to weasel our way into the position. All right, so we need more bodies, more rats if possible. Keep fighting these Cathay units. Let's go ahead and swarm down here and bring the reinforcements. And the Death Runners have almost crept through. We can get them on the cannons. Let's get you guys swarming back here. We got to just like play Vermintide. Basically, you know, the lives of our rats don't really matter much, so we need to just kind of keep sacrificing them to do well for ourselves. All right, let's get the Rat Ogres back here. You guys probably stay up on that objective. I think that's going to be prudent. And now we got Wolf Rats back here. Let's go ahead and jump on these. Death Runners have gotten into the backfield on top of a cannon. And now you can see the value gap is like starting to switch a little bit. Although he does have a little bit of some Knights rallied back there. It's kind of annoying. All right, Wolf Rats should kill them actually. Since they're so damaged, I think we'll be okay. We're in a little bit of danger of losing the side objective, but so many of the missile units back here are getting their bread buttered. Like it's pretty hard to maintain that formation. And now these Death Runners can kind of just grind and take out like any number of targets here. Although we're gonna need more dudes on this objective, so let's get some basic rats. Rats. Yes, everyone loves the rats. And we can unsummon you doggos. You guys scurry. Yes, over here. Middle seems to be somewhat under control. It's a little bit messy. Let's get some more rat summons. We just need more rats on the battlefields. Oh, let's get the bell going too. Okay, top is secure. Backfield of his. Okay, thankfully those were just crappy units. That could have been pretty bad. And Death Runners are just like all up in his spawn here. But I think he's going to get this point from us. We don't have the rats there at the moment to re-secure that. So let's just get the rats getting there to party. JEZZAILs, how are we doing? Let's just keep shooting at these Jade Warriors. And you guys need to get back on the point. And there's so much housekeeping to do with Skaven. You have to constantly be looking around to make sure. And I think a concentrated effort to get this objective back is going to be good. All right, let's get the Guando rats. You guys come up on the point, up on the point here. How are we doing back here? Do we have any rallying units? Death Runners are still just like annihilating Cathay back in their spawn here. We still have the double cap, so let's make sure we just at least maintain the double cap here, right? Because he's going to have to triple cap me probably to win this. All right, more summons. We're going for this objective back, which maybe I think should have gone for the other ones, but I think we have the capture weight here. Those are just peasant horsemen. And these doggos need to be parked over here. And let's hope we can get it, man. It's getting a little bit scary. The two JEZZAILs are back online. Let's get them like parked up on the hill so they can get a little bit of a better angle. Do we have any more speedy boys we can bring? Yes, we do. Let's get the dogs over here. The best of doggos. All right, rats, let's get on these horsemen. Let's get the Guando guys to go deal with them. We can also give a little bit of fake buffering there to distract those Jade Warriors. Very good. The middle, ooh, looking a little bit precarious, actually. Let's go ahead and rear charge these peasants. See if we can get them with just like a leadership break here. And shoot these bows here. Need to keep the Grey Seer on the objective. We have Clan Rat Spears here, thankfully, so we can get them. And do we have any other like trash we could send over there? Yeah, just some like basic spears. Get them waddling. The rats will get there eventually, so yeah, we should be able to get this. The Vermintide cometh, man. Those Death Runners are still in the back of his lines, just causing big problems. And you can see we crushed the peasants with that big surround real quick, so that's good for us. Warpstorm Scroll, he's not bringing any flyers. JEZZAILs will go down, but it's okay. You know, he's going to get those eventually. He's got a lot of mobility, a lot of cav. Ooh, how did that do? All right, let's pull back onto the point just to finish the cap, because we've dealt with those peasant horsemen. I think we're okay in the middle. Let's just get more Vermintide action going. Yeah, just like whatever. Just doesn't matter. Just get things up on points at this point in the battle. We got to play the true Skaven way. So we got the point. A lot of his values like tied up back here. You can see there's like some random gunners in the back of the map. We did re-secure this. The Guando rats will actually take apart the Jade Warriors too, and we can hold you guys here. Pretty sure that's GG. Not sure how he's going to get out of this. All right, there you have it. So Skaven versus Grand Cathay. Win it more or less as I would expect it would go. I don't know how Cathay wins that. I'm sure it's possible. Let's see. So the double cannons, I guess the cannons didn't do too hot. I mean, yeah, they got value, but did they really change the, like, clear things away? I mean, they popped my Lord in the beginning. JEZZAILs did good. I was very happy with them. I think Crane Gunners would be the way to maybe go instead of cannons, because Crane Gunners could snipe my guys. I don't know who wins that. I feel like JEZZAILs would. Halberd boys, maybe the Stormvermin and Halberds were a mistake. Both of them got very little value. Maybe I should have just gone with more Clan Rats, but I figured they would be good at sustained fighting. I don't know. I'm sure Cathay has some tools. I think maybe Talons of the Night is a little bit better than the lore he brought, although he did get 1600. The Wolf Rats with the armor piercing, so there's Wolf Rats that do magic damage and armor piercing. They just tear apart the Cathay Lancers. They're really good against Empire Knights too if they have support. But yeah, Skaven can be really mean in domination for sure. They're like really, really good at swarming. And although to be fair, I think in land battles the outcome would be very similar. Because Cathay have many similar principles to dwarves. You saw that one Death Runner unit was just like annihilating back layer, just like going Super Saiyan. So GG, well played to the Platypus. We'll see you next time, my friends. And that is going to be it for today. And I'll try and come up with something from the Cathay perspective. Because when I played this matchup as Cathay, something very similar happened. So yeah, I'd be curious to see what they could do. GG, well played.